Chapter 221, Planting the Golden Wood. Half an hour later, Tang San, having recovered his mental strength, opened his eyes. He approached the Red Fox girls and asked, "Have you learned meditation?" Red 1, clearly the leader, nodded slightly. "We've learned it. Our clan taught us because we awakened our bloodlines, saying meditation could raise our bloodline realm, making us vassals. But our bloodlines were too weak, so..." Her eyes reddened. Tang San nodded. "Good that you've learned. From today, besides eating and sleeping, meditate around this circle, 3 meters from its edge. This is your first task. But remember, don't enter the circle or damage anything inside. Understood?" The girls nodded, indicating they understood. Zhang Haoshuan turned to Tang San, frowning. "This array's out here. What if demon beasts come? They can't fend them off." Tang San smiled. "Demon beasts won't come. This array repels them. Golden wood, a branch of the golden tree, held immense vitality, repelling wild beasts." Tang San's array amplified this effect, ensuring no beasts approached. "What's this array for?" Zhang Haoshuan asked. "To plant trees," Tang San said. "In a month, they should take root and sprout." Zhang Haoshuan blinked. "You're growing the golden wood." Tang San nodded. "Isn't it useless?" Zhang Haoshuan asked. Tang San smiled. "Demons don't understand its value. Spirits might know a bit, but only superficially. Golden wood's greatest strength is gathering vitality. As it grows, it absorbs spiritual energy and converts it to vitality. The girls cultivating around it will gain vitality, aiding their bloodline awakening." Zhang Haoshuan's eyes lit up. "Can we use it too?" "Not yet, it's not grown," Tang San said. "But as a towering tree, its vitality could nourish stronger beings, benefiting us." Zhang Haoshuan took a deep breath. "This array speeds its growth. Yes, the spirit gathering array condenses spiritual energy. Planted normally, golden wood might take centuries to grow. The array, with them as its core, accelerates spiritual energy absorption, hastening rooting and sprouting, creating a virtuous cycle." Zhang Haoshuan asked, "Could this array work on all heavenly treasures?" "Yes, but most treasures are conspicuous during growth, attracting trouble unless guarded by strong beings," Tang San replied. Zhang Haoshuan nodded. "Can you sell this array to the organization?" "Sell." Tang San paused. "You can't give it for free. Name your terms. The more valuable you are, the better I can cover for you, and the organization will trust my word," Zhang Haoshuan said. He'd never fully reported Tang San's abilities, wanting him to grow freely. Tang San's rapid progress continually surprised him. Tang San nodded. "All right, I'll adjust it, draw the array, and teach you how to carve it." Seeing his quick agreement, Zhang Haoshuan smiled, patting his shoulder. "I'm starting to see the future. There will be a future," Tang San smiled back. The Red Fox girls obediently meditated around the array's perimeter. The golden wood was just beginning to absorb spiritual energy, offering little vitality yet, but the array's gathered energy passed through them. As the wood grew, the energy would increase, starting slowly, perfect for their first to second tier bloodline realms, stabilizing their power. Tang San observed their meditation. Their simple minds entered the state easily. Zhang Haoshuan stayed to guard and study the array closely. He sent Tang San back to draw the array diagram. Returning to Salvation Academy, Tang San finished the diagram by evening. Zhang Haoshuan asked him to return in 3 days, so he planned to cultivate at Jiali Academy that night. His mental strength neared God-level perfection, but with his companions, progress pending, he focused on refining his mental power and nurturing his divine consciousness. Leaving Salvation Academy, he ran into Wu Bingji. Seeing Tang San, Wu Bingji paused, then blocked his path. "Big brother," Tang San greeted with a smile. "Finding you is tough. The teachers almost forgot you're a student. Skipping classes now?" Wu Bingji asked, exasperated. Tang San scratched his head. "Teacher Mayer's been tutoring me privately, and I work at Jiali Academy during the day, so I'm rarely here." Wu Bingji said, "Thanks for the purple sun fruit. The mayor told us it's amazing. My mental strength's improved, starting to liquefy." Tang San smiled. "It was everyone's gain, not just mine. How's your cultivation, big brother?" At the mention, Wu Bingji's eyes lit up. "Great. With stronger mental power, controlling ice elements is easier. I can form ice needles instantly now, and secondary acceleration's nearly there. Got any new tricks?" Tang San chuckled inwardly. This was Wu Bingji's real reason for stopping him. Zhang Haoshuan had already covered his absences. Ice needles and secondary acceleration down. Then try a complex technique, Tang San said. More complex. Wu Bingji's interest spiked. Since learning Tang San's ice control methods, his strength had soared, not just in cultivation but in ice element mastery. Now, sparring with his teacher Guan, he could hold his own with secondary acceleration. Tang San nodded. "I'll teach you the most complex technique. It builds on ice needles, secondary acceleration, and integrates ice explosion. Master it, and you'll be invincible at your tier." "Teach me now," Wu Bingji blurted, then looked sheepish. Chapter 222, The Progress of Companions. Tang San smiled. "No problem, but you need to strengthen your mental power further. This complex technique demands more. How's your Purple Demon Eye training?" All team members were practicing Purple Demon Eye, with Dubai progressing fastest due to his Sky Fox bloodline's mental affinity. Wu Bingji, also gifted, had already started. It was slow, but the Purple Sun Fruit greatly boosted my Purple Demon Eye training. I've improved recently and can now project mental attacks, Wu Bingji said. "Good. The technique I'm teaching you is complex, called Mother-Child Soul-Chasing Life-Taking Gall. Start with one gall," Tang San said. The Mother-Child Soul-Chasing Life-Taking Gall was a metal-crafted hidden weapon of immense power. Combined with Wu Bingji's ice essence transformation, Tang San devised an ice element version, even more potent. First, form ice needles with secondary acceleration prepared inside. Start with 2 needles, encased in a shell. When thrown, the shell must explode on impact or on command, without damaging the needles, and propel them. The shell's formation is critical. The accelerated needles rush the enemy, gaining speed midair with secondary acceleration, making them impossible to dodge. Upon piercing, release ice explosion. Wu Bingji gaped. "Is this humanly possible? Can you do it with wind elements?" Tang San shrugged. "Not yet. Maybe at God level. Wind elements are too unstable, but ice is easier. I think you can do it." Wu Bingji laughed bitterly. "Me, I struggle with 1 needle's secondary acceleration. Is this really within human control?" Tang San grinned. "No challenge, no complexity. Among my hidden weapon techniques, this ranks top. Take it step by step. When you can pack 100 needles in 1 gall, you've mastered it. I'll teach you the shell first. Start with a few non-accelerated needles. Typically, 2 galls are launched together. If one misses and doesn't collide, it won't explode. With 2, we use Meteor Chasing Moon or Double Dragon's Playing Pearl to make them collide." "Wait, Meteor Chasing Moon, Double Dragon's Playing Pearl. I'm dizzy," Wu Bingji said helplessly. "Slow and steady. First, master the ice gall," Tang San said, teaching him the method. Though skeptical, Wu Bingji listened intently. Unknowingly, he entered a state of insight. By the time he grasped the gall's principle, Tang San was gone. But Tang San didn't leave the academy. Having met Wu Bingji, he checked on his other senior brothers and sisters' progress. Senior brother Dubai. Tang San reached Dubai's room. "Little Tang, you're back. Haven't seen you." Dubai opened the door, hugging him. Tang San entered, closing the door. "How's it going?" he asked, smiling. Dubai beamed. "The purple sun fruit is amazing. My mental power's fully liquefied, and my mental sea feels expanded. It's growing so fast I can't believe it. My bloodline's changing, filtered by mental power, becoming pure." Tang San nodded. That's the benefit of mental strength. Feeling close to 5th tier. Not yet, I've only taken one fruit. With another, I think I'll have a shot, Dubai said. Tang San's eyes lit up. Great, looking forward to it. Show me your purple demon eye. Dubai turned sideways, his eyes turning purple, 2 electric purple beams shooting over a foot, condensed and potent, stirring Tang San's spirit heart eye. The light faded, and Dubai grinned. How's that? Tang San gave a thumbs up. Impressive. Your mental strength rivals ordinary 7th tier. Once your Sky Fox transformation hits 5th tier, it'll grow more. Top tier bloodline indeed. Without divine consciousness, Dubai's 7th tier mental strength was remarkable, tied to his Sky Fox nature. I'm more confident now. My Sky Fox transformation's greatest luck was bringing you to me, haha. Dubai's gloom had lifted since his transformation's progress. At 4th tier, his Sky Fox eye was potent, 5th tier would be stronger. Tang San said, no, meeting you all is my luck. With this progress, Dubai's Sky Fox eye could reach 6th tier, but the 7th tier threshold wasn't just mental power, it required bloodline evolution. That was tricky. Hunting a high-tier Sky Fox for blood was ideal but nearly impossible, even for low-tier ones, due to their luck. Tang San considered asking the Salvation Organization for Sky Fox blood. He didn't mention this to Dubai. With 5 purple sun fruits, 2 might push Dubai to 5th tier, and the rest could elevate his mental power, nearing 6th tier. Tang San hoped to reach 6th tier peak with all his demon transformations before breaking to 7th tier together. His spirit heart eye wouldn't reach 6th tier peak soon, but others might. He planned to replace Leopard Flash with a spatial transfer bloodline, far superior. Chapter 223, Mei Gonzi holding milk tea. Mei Gonzi was now 7th tier. Swallowing a bit of her bloodline power should be manageable, right? After all, following her on hunts would provide plenty of opportunities. His Blue-Silver Emperor could reach 7th tier, followed by his other demon transformations. The spirit heart eye only needed 5th tier, as 6th tier would take too long, and he needed to boost his overall strength now, saving further enhancement for later. Time transformation and golden rock transformation, through Guli and Chang Zicheng, could likely hit 6th tier. Once Guli and Chang Zicheng broke through, Tang San could prepare his own breakthrough. Among his 6 demon transformations, the spirit heart eye was the core, while Leopard Flash was the weakest. He planned to replace Leopard Flash with Peacock transformation, a top-tier bloodline. Wind Tiger transformation would stay for now, as it concealed his identity. When 3 of his transformations reached 7th tier readiness, 2 hit 6th tier, and 1 was 5th tier, he'd break through to 7th tier overall. After bidding farewell to Dubai, Tang San visited Guli and Chang Zicheng. To his delight, Chang Zicheng had broken through to 6th tier, her golden rock transformation greatly enhanced. Guli was close to 6th tier, his mental power boosted by the purple sun fruit, deepening his time transformation mastery. When Dubai reached 5th tier, Guli might hit 6th tier. After checking on his companions, Tang San returned to Jiali Academy under cover of night, slipping into the academy shop to cultivate. 2 days later, he revisited the Jiali Mountains, pool, elated. From afar, he sensed shifting spiritual energy, gently converging toward one point. By the pool, the Red Fox girls meditated around the array, as did Zhang Haoshuan. The golden wood in the spirit gathering array showed no visible change, but Tang San, with his Blue-Silver Emperor's sensitivity, detected faint vitality escaping, roots had begun forming. The array was working well. This was due to the Fulan continent's dense spiritual energy, especially in the Jiali Mountains. The array channeled it to nourish the golden wood, spurring growth. Even slight roots meant the wood was awakening, promising immense future benefits. Zhang Haoshuan opened his eyes, looking at Tang San with awe. Teacher, Tang San greeted respectfully, bowing. Profound and vast, truly profound. Zhang Haoshuan sighed. Over 2 days, he'd studied the array's workings, growing fascinated. Its interlocking design communed with heaven and earth, drawing spiritual energy to the golden wood. In days, the energy convergence had accelerated, and he sensed the wood's changes. As the array's core, the golden wood's evolution enhanced the array, which in turn fueled its growth, a perfect synergy. Tang San handed over the array diagram. Honestly, I'm not sure I should take this. The organization might struggle to offer fair trade, Zhang Haoshuan said wryly. Tang San smiled. I wasn't planning to ask for anything. Zhang Haoshuan shook his head. No, this array's too precious. Even the ancestral court might lack such finesse. What do you want? If I must choose, I want high-tier Sky Fox blood for senior brother Dubai. His current bloodline might cap at 6th tier. Advancing further needs stronger bloodline power, Tang San said. Zhang Haoshuan paused. For Dubai, Tang San grinned. You know his progress boosts mine too. Zhang Haoshuan shook his head wryly. Sky Fox blood is top tier among demons, nearly impossible to obtain. Their clan is small and fiercely protective. No rush. Dubai needs time to reach 6th tier. Just mention it to the organization and see if there's a chance, Tang San said. Alright, I'll try. Explain the array. I'll stay here to learn it and guard the golden wood. The girls are obedient, meditating constantly. I hope the wood helps them evolve into your allies, Zhang Haoshuan said. Tang San nodded, thinking, if I train them, they'll end up with Mei Gonzi. Otherwise, her seeing me with so many Red Fox girls, my pursuit's doomed. Cultivation and sweeping resumed as Tang San's routine. After reflection, he consumed the 2nd purple sun fruit. Its effect was less than the first but pushed his mental power toward perfection, enhancing his divine consciousness, his top priority. 2 weeks passed. That evening, finishing his sweeping, Tang San was about to report to Foreman Mao when he saw Mei Gonzi emerge from the main building. He'd seen her regularly, every 2 or 3 days, but she hadn't spoken to him, treating him like a stranger. Tang San wasn't bothered. He knew she was keeping distance to protect him, letting him grow quietly. Today, she held a milk tea. Was it time to act again? Tang San quietly stowed his broom, hurrying to the groundskeeper's shed. Mei Gonzi, milk tea in hand, left Jiali Academy, pausing by the gate, sipping while glancing around. Nearly 20 days had passed since the hunt. The slain Diamond Bear Demon was the eldest son of the Diamond Bear Demon King. Enraged, the king had returned to Jiali City, causing a stir, searching for the killer. The wounds suggested tiger claws. Few tiger demon clans could pierce diamond protection. Additional weapon wounds and poison confirmed a sneak attack. The murder of the king's son at home shocked and angered Jiali City's nobles. A citywide manhunt ensued, with tiger demon nobles under scrutiny. Though no major tiger clans resided in Jiali City, tigers were kings among demons, a top-tier race. The incident reached the main city's golden tiger clan leader, who ordered a thorough investigation. No leads emerged. If Tang San knew this, he'd deduce Mei Gonzi's 2nd demon transformation was tiger-related. Chapter 224, Planning the Strategy. Move forward, into the grove on the right, a faint voice whispered in Mei Gonzi's ear. Her heart stirred. Holding her milk tea, she entered the woods as instructed. In the grove, Shira, clad in black, stood silently watching her. He really came. Curiosity flickered in her mind. How did he know she was waiting with milk tea? Did he check every evening? Let's talk at your restaurant. We'll go separately, Shira said, not asking questions. He activated Leopard Flash and vanished. Mei Gonzi watched his retreating figure, paused, then returned to the main road. Hurrying on at the restaurant near Jiali Plaza, Shira emerged from a shadowed corner. Without a word, he followed her inside. They entered the same private room as before, closing the door. You've been tracking me. Her eyes sharpened. You still don't trust me. Shira countered, their gazes locked, her brows furrowing. From his actions, Shira had consistently helped her. But why would a stranger do so? If he weren't human, she'd have attacked after he uncovered her secret last time. What's the plan this time? Shira asked. Taking a deep breath to suppress her doubts, she said, the target is a Wind Wolf clan member, 9th tier peak. Confirmed, no god level in their clan. Wind Wolf clan, Shira's heart jolted. His first demon encounter was with them, and he loathed them. His birth mother in this world died by their hands, and he'd been powerless then. The Wind Wolf town priest was on his kill list. Good. Got a map? Shira asked. Yes. She spread a leather map on the table. The Wind Wolf clan's ancestral house is nearby. Apart from their grand elder in the ancestral court, they have no god level. Recently, they've clashed with the Leopard Flash clan. Targeting them won't easily expose my identity, she said. Shira studied the map. The day after tomorrow is their annual sacrificial ceremony, she continued. They use human slaves for ancestor worship at an altar behind their ancestral house. The clan leader and many leaders will attend. It's when their strongest gather. After the ceremony, they hold a celebratory feast. I plan to strike that night, post-feast. Shira nodded. Good idea, they'll be most relaxed then, with many strong targets. Are you confident? I'm skilled at stealth, hard to detect. I'll find the right moment, strike, and escape, she said. That's it. Shira's lips twitched. What else? She looked at him. Last time, she succeeded this way, though unaware of his help. Assassination hinges on stealth, Shira said. Success shouldn't lead to discovery. Last time, the Diamond Bear demon's roar caused trouble. If we'd silenced him, we could have erased all traces and left no clues. How's that possible? Her brows furrowed. Shira's lips twitched again. Still such a little girl. What did you say? Her eyes flared, brows rising. Ahem, nothing. I mean, I have a better way. Want to hear it? Shira said quickly. Speak, she said coolly. At a feast, they eat and drink. We can tamper with their food or drink, making them fall asleep before we act. Much easier, Shira said. Poison. She paused. Impossible. Strong demons' bloodlines resist poison heavily. Ordinary poison, yes. We'll use something extraordinary, Shira said calmly. His words sent a chill through her. What's extraordinary? She asked. How about a bet? If I succeed, you trust me and stop being so guarded. Deal. This is my pledge of loyalty, Shira said. What's a pledge of loyalty? She asked, puzzled. It's doing something bad together, tying me to your cause. You'd have leverage over me, he explained. I haven't done anything bad, she said coldly. Right, not bad, but we're partners. Trust me, this is to prove I'm reliable, Shira said. Tang San felt helpless. She was more guarded with Shira than with his true self, where she was relaxed. How exactly will you act? She asked. Poison their wine. Its strong flavor masks the drug. I'll add a slow release component so it takes effect after heavy drinking, with lasting results. Not lethal poison, that's easily detected. I'll use a sedative to make them sleep, then we act, Shira said. Her eyes gleamed. Let's try your way. If it works, you'll ease up on me, right? I'll prove I'm a reliable partner, Shira said. She replied faintly. I'll go plan. Lend me the map, we meet here the afternoon after tomorrow, before evening, to act, Shira said. All right. Shira took the map and left swiftly. Mei Ganzi lingered, reflecting on their exchange. Shira grew more mysterious. Multiple demon transformations, each used adeptly, his true strength unclear, he never fought full out but felt dangerous. His Zoom divine crossbow was invaluable, its complex array beyond her replication attempts. Without it, she couldn't have killed the Diamond Bear demon. Now he claimed to make poison, what could he do? His helpless tone suggested no malice, and he knew her secrets. Was he sent by the Salvation Organization's higher-ups? As a human powerhouse, that made sense, but his denial of membership was odd. Chapter 225, Little Mei is very strong. Mei Ganzi thought, regardless, if Shira could truly be a reliable ally, her plans would be much easier to execute. Recently, she'd hit a bottleneck. After breaking through the 7th tier, her bloodline density limited her progress, slowing her cultivation despite ample heavenly treasures. Leaving the restaurant, she headed to the milk tea shop at Jiali Plaza. The shop was quiet, with Suchin busy at work. Mom, Mei Ganzi called softly, her gaze warm and playful. You're back. Come in, Suchin beckoned. Mei Ganzi grabbed a milk tea, but Suchin snatched it away. Less milk tea, it's not good for you. Okay, she replied, obedient in her mother's presence, far from the dark assassin. Where's little Ling? Resting, she asked. Yes, it's been slow, so I gave her a break, Suchin smiled. That guy showed up, Mei Ganzi said softly. Shira. A glint flashed in Suchin's eyes. Yes, she nodded, quietly recounting their meeting. Suchin's eyes narrowed. Do you think he's trustworthy? So far, he's always helped me, he wants my trust, she said. I asked the higher-ups about him, but no reply yet. The mayor said he's trustworthy. Suchin asked. Yes, or I'd have acted already. Mom, my cultivation stalled recently. It's slowing down, she said, frowning. Suchin said gently, that's normal. At 7th tier, any bloodline slows, especially your dual bloodlines. Has Wang Qing approached you? Yes, twice, checking my progress. The auction incident made him nervous. The ancestral court, especially the new emperor, won't let it go, she replied. Suchin said gravely, this could be a major crisis, or an opportunity. Proceed with your plan. I'll observe Shira this time to see if he's trustworthy. Okay, Mei Ganzi nodded. Suchin pulled her into an embrace, sighing. You're so young, yet bear so much. Child, this world offers no place for humans. Without fighting, we're just slaves. You're humanity's hope, carrying this heavy burden. I'll always be by your side, protecting you. Mom, I understand. Don't worry, little Mei is very strong, she said, lifting her head with a radiant smile. Seeing her daughter smile, Suchin's eyes reddened. Instead of returning to Jiali Academy, he transformed back into Tang San and went to Salvation Academy. Wind Wolf Town held deep memories for him. If the priest from there was at the ancestral house, that would be ideal. His hatred for demons stemmed from the Wind Wolf clan. In his past life, as Tang Sect's founder, Tang San excelled in hidden weapons, martial arts, and poison. In this world, especially at Jiali Academy's shop, he'd studied many rare spirit herbs, mastering their properties. The plants and poisons here differed from his past life, but the principles were similar. For a poison grandmaster like him, crafting poison was easier than inscribing arrays, his true forte. Back in his room, Tang San studied the Wind Wolf clan's ancestral house map, then headed to Salvation Academy's shop. It was past dinner. Entering, he saw Mu Yunyu tinkering with something. Teacher Mu, Tang San greeted with a grin. Well, look who it is, our busy little Tang. Long time no see. Mu Yunyu said, exasperated. She hadn't seen him much lately, especially in class, though the mayor had covered for him. Teachers were intrigued by Tang San, as Wu Bingji, Dubai, Chang Zicheng, and Guli had surged ahead of others since teaming with him. Field training had become standard at Salvation Academy, proving effective for survival and combat. Teacher Mu, I'm here to buy some things, Tang San said, unfazed by her tone, walking in with a smile. Mu Yunyu eyed him, puzzled. His bloodline aura felt calm, almost ordinary, yet she couldn't read him. What's your strength now? She asked. 6th tier, Tang San said. Her lips twitched. He was 4th tier when he arrived. How was he 6th tier already? So fast. Mayor teacher guides me well, Tang San smiled. So we teach poorly. Mu Yunyu snorted. Tang San looked at her. Teacher Mu, have you hit a bottleneck recently, struggling to break through? She froze. How do you know? Your bloodline's strong, but there's stagnation at your heart meridian, likely from a failed breakthrough attempt, he said. Her shock deepened. She'd been at 7th tier peak for a while and recently failed to reach 8th tier, suffering backlash. Stabilized with help, she dared not rush again. How did Tang San know? Can I check your pulse? He asked. Mu Yunyu, bold by nature, extended her right hand. Tang San grasped her wrist, sensing her bloodline flow while channeling his mysterious heaven technique to probe her meridians. Moments later, he released her. Mu Yunyu felt warmth from his energy circulating through her, easing her chest's discomfort. Thanks, she said, her tone softening. Teacher Mu, when cultivating, does your bloodline power struggle at your lower abdomen? Tang San asked. She nodded. I was injured there as a child. Chapter 226, Poisoning. That's the issue. Your old injury causes blood stagnation. You've progressed through cultivation, but the injury persists, blocking your meridians at critical moments. You mustn't advance further until it's resolved, Tang San said. What should I do? Mu Yunyu asked, tense. The injured meridians need nurturing, ideally with fire attribute bloodline power to dispel the chill and warm them. Once the stagnation clears, you'll be fine. The mayor's best suited to help, Tang San said. Mu Yunyu relaxed. I see. I'll ask the mayor later. How do you know so much at your age? Tang San smiled. Mayor teacher taught me, of course. His rule, when in doubt, let the teacher take the credit. Teacher Mu, I'd like to buy some herbs, Tang San said, stating his purpose. Go ahead and choose, she replied. Tang San entered the shop, selected the herbs he'd planned, paid, bid Mu Yunyu farewell, and returned to his room to prepare the drugs. Using Skyfire fine iron for heating was ideal. For the first time in this world, Tang San crafted Tang Sec drugs from his past life. After class, Mei Gongzi arrived at Jiali Plaza, fully prepared. Shira's plan was only part of the strategy, she had her own if his failed. Killing the Diamond Bear Demon leader and now the Wind Wolf clan leader served dual purposes. First, these Jiali city nobles supported the Peacock Demon clan's orthodoxy, hindering her plan to claim the Peacock King throne. Second, they had committed atrocities against humans. Her second bloodline's cultivation required accumulating killing intent. Slaying stronger foes, especially above her tier, greatly boosted her bloodline and cultivation. She wasn't disappointed. At the restaurant entrance, she spotted the familiar figure in the usual corner. They entered the restaurant one after another, heading to the familiar private room. Shira followed her and this was his third time here, practically routine. If only it were for a date, how nice that would be. Shira handed her the map, ready. Mei Gongzi asked. Shira nodded. Yes, we'll act soon. You hide here at the ancestral house. He pointed to a spot on the map, the front yard. What can I do there? She asked, puzzled. Just wait for my signal. If I run into trouble and need backup, I'll let you know, Shira said. Seeing her skeptical look, he said helplessly, trust me once. I'll prove it with action. Fine, she nodded. Shira opened the window, checking the sky. Their sacrifice starts at sunset, right? A clan's ritual timing rarely changed. Yes, we move when the sun starts setting, Shira said, taking a deep breath. As the bright sky darkened, the sun sank in the west, blood red, signaling the ritual start. Shira and Mei Gongzi fell silent. They knew they couldn't stop the sacrifice without exposing themselves, ruining the plan. All they could do was avenge their kin. Shira clenched his fists, recalling his mother. That day, teacher Wang Yangfeng had shielded his view from the worst. From then, his second target in this world was set. Let's go, Shira said softly, leaping through the window, vanishing in a flash. Mei Gongzi watched him go, silver light flickering as she disappeared. The Wind Wolf clan's ancestral house was larger than the Diamond Bear demons. Shira climbed the front yard's roof. Roars and howls echoed from the back, signaling the sacrifice's start. Through his spirit heart eye, he saw faint bloodlight in the rear. Using leopard flash, Shira moved inward. As it was a major ritual day, guards were posted every few steps, security tight. But closer inspection revealed no guards above 5th tier. High-tier Wind Wolves were likely at the ceremony, the clan's most important annual event. The ancestral house's map was etched in Tang San's mind. He stealthily reached the middle yard, nearing the kitchen. Lifting a roof tile, he peered inside. No human vassals, only pig demon vassals worked, steam and meat aroma rising. The kitchen was large, with 50 pig demons bustling, preparing the post-sacrifice feast. Tang San's gaze cut through the steam, locking onto large vats. Their elemental fluctuations, not water, but fire tinged, marked them as wine vats. 2 4th-tier Wind Wolves guarded the entrance. Tang San avoided the door, silently removing more tiles. With steam and dim evening light, the pig demons below noticed nothing. He slipped inside, landing on a beam, using dragon capturing technique to cling, moving toward the western wine vats. The pig demons below sweated, frantic. Failure to prepare food could make them tomorrow's meal, so they dared not slack. With leopard flash, Tang San dropped to a corner, crouching still. Time passed as the sky darkened. Suddenly, the kitchen door burst open. Feast time, bring the wine and meat, the Wind Wolf shouted. Yes, yes, the lead pig demon replied. Unseen by the distracted pig demons, a figure flickered by the western vats. Tang San swiftly opened prepared drug packets, pouring powder into the vats. Simple lids posed no issue. With full speed leopard flash, he dosed dozens of vats in seconds. With a final leopard flash, he exited through the roof, landing atop it. The intense bursts left him panting, but his goal was achieved. Carefully replacing the tiles, he lay flat, gazing toward the ancestral house's rear. Chapter 227, Revenge. Intense bloodline fluctuations emanated from the rear. In the back courtyard, large tables were set, and Wind Wolf clan elites gathered. Tang San concealed his aura, making no sound. Now, he waited. Pig demons carried out basins of meat to the back courtyard, followed by vats of strong liquor. Back in Wind Wolf town, Tang San knew the clan's love for drinking, which shaped today's plan. The back courtyard grew lively. As the clan's biggest annual celebration, this was a major festival. Over 100 tables filled the vast courtyard. Nearby, the altar held 36 human corpses, its patterns reeking of blood. The center of the Wind Wolves wild, their eyes gleaming with bloodlust, some itching to tear into the bodies. At the main table, seating 30, the towering Wind Wolf King sat at the head. His humanoid body bore a massive wolf head, with tufts of cyan fur from forehead to spine, marking his pure bloodline. If he reached god level, his fur would gain golden streaks, signifying a higher bloodline tier. For a wolf clan like the Wind Wolves, breaking through to god level was no easy feat. Their sole god level elder served in the ancestral court. Sit down, can't control yourselves at the sight of blood. What can you achieve? The Wind Wolf King barked at the howling clan members. The elites quieted, taking their seats. Tables were laden with steaming meat, only meat. Some grabbed chunks, tearing into them ravenously. The Wind Wolf King frowned, displeased. The Wind Wolf clan, a third-rate race with 4th-tier bloodlines, lagged behind. As king, he aimed to elevate them, but their weak foundation, even failing to suppress the Leopard Flash clan, frustrated him. Eat, drink, he growled, downing his cup in a sullen gulp. Near the main table, a group of calm Wind Wolves sat, lean, holding staves, dressed in finer robes than ordinary wolves. These were the Wind Wolf priests. The clan split into warriors and priests, with priests holding higher status. The clan leader came from warriors, while the Grand Elder was a priest, a common structure among wolf clans. The Wind Wolf King, a warrior, was unusually intelligent, reaching 9th tier peak. Yet, he knew breaking to god level was nearly impossible without rare opportunities, like Golden Wolf King Blood, a distant dream. After clashing with the Leopard Flash clan, he'd been reprimanded by higher-ups. Without Jiali City's support, he might have lost his position. Despite his hatred for the Leopard Flash clan, he dared not act, fueling his sour mood. At his command, the wolves gorged, their shouts echoing. Main table occupants were at least 8th tier, some 9th tier. Big brother, when do we hit the Leopard Flash bastards again? A burly wind wolf beside the king asked, gulping wine. The king downed another cup. Hit them, the clan's already furious. We wait. A voice came from behind. If openly won't do, we act in secret, like their sneak attack on our village. They framed us for killing their cubs, why not pin crimes on them? The king turned, glaring at a wind wolf priest. If Tang San saw, he'd recognize him. Fury flashed in the king's eyes. He waved dismissively. You're blinded by hate. Today's a sacred day, talk later. Resentment flickered in the priest's eyes. He muttered, wasn't that your cub? The king's eyes blazed red. He stood, kicking the priest down. Shut your mouth and get out. Calm yourself, Wolf King. On this sacred day. An elderly priest from the priest's table tapped his staff, exuding authority. The king restrained himself, sitting and chugging wine. The fallen priest rose, wiping blood from his mouth, returning silently to his seat, ignoring the food and drink. The incident didn't dampen the wolves' spirits. They drank and ate heartily, the altar's blood scent fueling their fervor. Night fell, but wine spirit stones lit the courtyard with eerie green light, powered by crude rays. After several rounds, many wolves were drunk, some reluctant to set down their cups. Wine was a luxury, pricier than usual, and the ceremony stock was superior, tempting many to overindulge. Some elites slumped, snoring at their tables. The Wind Wolf King, having drunk heavily, felt his frustrations ease under the alcohol's sway, but dizziness hit. Wolves drank for the high, not using bloodline power to dispel alcohol. What was the point otherwise? Standing to call for more wine, he swayed, the world spinning, and collapsed back into his seat. Shaking his massive head, doubt then vigilance flashed in his eyes. With his robust physique, even drunkenness shouldn't impair control. Something's wrong. He surged his bloodline power to expel the alcohol, shouting, something's off. The still conscious wolves turned toward him. The priest's table, more restrained, drank less. One priest, Feng Hen, who drank sparingly, rose at the king's shout. Chapter 228, is Shira god level. As they tried to purge the alcohol with their bloodline power, an even stronger dizziness surged. The Wind Wolf King collapsed onto the table. Warriors and priests who stood to dispel the alcohol gaped in shock, collapsing amid the spinning world. Soon, snores filled the air, an eerie atmosphere enveloping the Wind Wolf clan's ancestral courtyard. The only one standing was the Wind Wolf priest previously kicked by the king. She hadn't drunk. At that moment, a figure silently landed behind her, a palm striking toward her. With a thud, the priest screamed, stumbling forward. Turning, she saw a human man in black, face hidden by a metal mask. Who are you? Shira stared silently, memories of that year flooding back. Glancing at the altar's corpses, his eyes burned with rage and hatred. He longed to save those innocent humans but lacked the power. Interrupting the sacrifice would have drawn the clan's strongest against him. The priest who ordered his mother's death in this life stood before him. Despite his resolve, his emotions nearly overwhelmed him. Raising his right hand, a wind blade formed, shaping into a claw, slowly reaching for Feng Hen's throat. No, no, Feng Hen roared, but found herself immobile, her voice frozen. Suddenly, a strange energy pulsed from the altar, a powerful will erupting. Shira looked up, his white glowing eyes flickering with gold. The altar's will, as if encountering something terrifying, instantly dissipated. The cyan claw pierced Feng Hen's neck, condensed wind blade sinking into her skin. With another wave, Shira sent a second claw-shaped wind blade, striking her chest fatally while she was paralyzed. The demon's resilience kept her alive briefly, staring in terror at the man. A silver figure drifted near, witnessing the bloody scene, Mei Gongzi. Sensing her, Shira dispersed the wind claw, and Feng Hen collapsed. In his heart, Shira mourned his mother. What are you doing? Mei Gongzi demanded. She didn't drink and was awake. She had to go. I'm staging the scene, Shira said calmly. Mei Gongzi stared at the fallen priest, stunned. She sensed his emotions were off. He'd truly poisoned all the Wind Wolf elites. They could kill every wolf here, and no one would know. Even the front yard guards had passed out after drinking. Seeing this, she'd rushed to the back. Shira turned to her. Act. He pointed at the slumped Wind Wolf King. Her claws flashed, severing the king's spinal nerve. His body convulsed, then stilled, paralyzed. She then crushed his throat. Her gaze swept to the other elites, but Shira grabbed her shoulder. Let's go. Fewer traces, less chance of discovery. She looked at the altar, lips tight. Those were humans, humans. I want to take them down. Her voice trembled. No, Shira shook his head. That'd expose us as humans. But, no buts. If it's known humans did this, countless more will suffer the demon's wrath. We'll avenge them slowly. Taking a deep breath, she struck a sleeping wolf nearby, then leapt away. Shira cleaned the scene, ensuring no aura remained. With a final glance at the altar, he soared off, leaving the ancestral house. Mei Gongzi returned to the restaurant, but Shira didn't follow. After 15 minutes, no alarm sounded. The Wind Wolf's fate was undiscovered. A knock came. Who? She stood, alert. Little Mei, it's me, a pleasant voice called. She opened the door, and Su Chen entered. Where is he? Mei Gongzi asked softly. I followed him briefly but stopped. He likely noticed me, Su Chen said, frowning. He noticed you, she asked, surprised. Su Chen nodded. I followed you, then him when you left. He's no simple man. I sensed wind element fluctuations on him, possibly from the courtyard's dense wind energy. The altar released the wolf ancestor's aura, weak but divine, to protect the clan. But Shira's divine aura erupted, scaring it off. Even if it's just a remnant soul, its instincts don't lie. Is Shira god level? Mei Gongzi asked, shocked. I don't know, Su Chen said. His aura doesn't suggest it, but his divinity is undeniable, high level. That's how he spotted me. He signaled me as he left, so I stopped for safety. And his poison, I tested the wine, couldn't detect it. The wolves showed no reaction initially, but it hit later, worse with bloodline power use. It's potent. I need to ask Mayor Zhang about him. His identity's complex. Mom, don't, Mei Gongzi said suddenly. Su Chen looked at her. I promised if he succeeded, I'd trust him. I keep my word. I felt his bone-deep hatred for demons when he killed that priest. His emotions were raw. He's human, sharing our goal. That's enough. Whether he's god level, he's on our side. He wears a mask to hide his identity. Su Chen said, but he knows too much about you. I'm uneasy. If he meant harm, he'd have acted already, she replied. Chapter 229, Dubai about to advance. Su Chen said, keep observing him then. While the incident remains undiscovered, leave quickly and return to Jiali Academy. It's safest there. If Shira contacts you again, tell me if there's a chance. I'll try to talk to him. Mei Gongzi didn't linger. Being so close to the Wind Wolf clan's ancestral house, the sooner she left, the less likely she'd leave traces. Shira slipped into the Jiali Mountains, not returning directly to Salvation Academy, as he'd sensed a tracker. He didn't know who, but they followed Mei Gongzi, likely from her side, possibly Salvation Organization. Releasing a wisp of divine consciousness, he sped off. The tracker's presence faded, no longer following. Still cautious, he entered the mountains, also to inform Mayor Zhang. First, to discuss how to handle inquiries about his identity from Mei Gongzi's side. Second, to ask Zhang to return to Salvation Academy to help Mu Yunyu with her injury. He paused periodically, checking for followers. With his 9th tier mental power, a trace of divine consciousness, and spirit heart eye's danger sense, even a god-level tracker would struggle to go unnoticed. After nearly 10 checks confirmed he was alone, he reached the pool where the golden wood was planted. The spiritual energy had grown denser, though the golden wood showed little change due to the short time. Transforming back to himself, Tang San woke Zhang Haoshuan from meditation. Why are you here at midnight? Zhang Haoshuan asked, puzzled. Tang San didn't hide anything, explaining his disguise of Shira and aiding Mei Gongzi in assassinating demon elites. Foolish, who told you to get involved? Zhang Haoshuan snapped, angry. I was worried she'd leave traces and get caught, Tang San said. Zhang Haoshuan frowned. Both you and she are the future hope of the organization and humanity. She has her mission, and you have yours, do you understand? Your priority is staying alive. What if you're exposed? What if you face a god level? Tang San said, I sensed someone protecting her today, trailing me briefly, possibly god level, but they stopped. Is it our Jiali City Blue level redeemer? Zhang Haoshuan gave him a deep look. You're too clever, but don't let your cleverness undo you. The easiest time to fail is when you're overconfident. Tang San smiled wryly. I understand. Teacher, if that blue level redeemer asks, please cover for me. Zhang Haoshuan fell silent. After a moment, he said, you're too young, too quick to show your abilities. You must hide them better. I'm partly to blame, you act so mature, I didn't expect you to reveal yourself to her. If she reports you to the organization, how do we handle their scrutiny? Tang San said earnestly, I believe she's fully trustworthy. I think her goal is Jiali City's lordship. Everything she does is for that mission. I just want to help her. Zhang Haoshuan fell silent again, longer this time. Tang San didn't interrupt. He couldn't do everything alone and needed allies. His Salvation Academy teammates were too young and underpowered. Zhang Haoshuan's support was crucial now. Don't worry about this. I'll explain to the blue level redeemer. But you must promise to protect yourself. To me, you're even more important than her, understand? Zhang Haoshuan said gravely. Tang San understood but, to him, Mei Gongzi was paramount. These two attacks will draw Jiali City's attention. I'll urge them to pause. You stay steady, focus on cultivating at the academy, Zhang Haoshuan said. Tang San mentioned Mu Yunyu's issue. Zhang Haoshuan woke Red One, instructing her to stay with the Golden Wood, and they returned to Salvation Academy overnight. Life seemed to normalize. Jiali Academy felt like a sanctuary. Tang San only heard vague student chatter about the Wind Wolf King's death. Mei Gongzi resumed classes, and as sweeper Tang, he saw her more often over the next few days. He didn't know how Zhang Haoshuan handled the blue level redeemer, but things stabilized. A week later, while sweeping the main building's plaza, Foreman Mao rushed toward him, waving. Tang San ran over. Mao, what's wrong? Take it easy. Go back to the town. The mayor said word. Urgent matter, Mao panted. Urgent. Tang San's heart tightened. Had Salvation Academy been discovered? Entering the town, he saw an anxious Zhang Haoshuan, whose words calmed him instantly. Come with me, Dubai's about to break through but hit a problem. Senior brother Dubai's reaching 5th tier Sky Fox transformation. Tang San followed without further questions. Nearing the academy, he felt mental fluctuations at his brow, as if something pulled him. At Dubai's room, Tang San was startled. Dubai sat cross-legged, trembling, drenched in sweat, clothes soaked, his mental waves wildly unstable. Teachers were present. Siru sat behind Dubai, hand on his back, slowly channeling bloodline power to stabilize him. Mental power couldn't be recklessly disturbed, so Siru focused on Dubai's bloodline. Dubai's eyes were open, white light pulsing unstably, seemingly stirring the surrounding luck. The room's spiritual energy fluctuated intensely but didn't enter his body. Mu Enqing and Mu Yunyu looked tense, Guan Longzhong pacing. They were helpless, unsure how to proceed. Seeing Zhang Haoshuan with Tang San, Guan Longzhong approached, whispering, it's bad his mental power's unstable. He rushed, taking the purple sun fruit too soon. It's like he hit a bottleneck. His strong mental power tried to force through, but his bloodline's agitation resonated with it, and he's overwhelmed. What do we do? Chapter 230, Assisting the Breakthrough. Zhang Haoshuan instinctively glanced at Tang San. Tang San met his gaze and nodded slightly. Zhang Haoshuan immediately said, look, you all staying here is pointless, it's just making you anxious. Let's step out. Siru can handle Dubai alone. Tang San will relay any updates, and we'll discuss our next steps. Guan Longzhong glanced at Tang San skeptically but was pulled out by Zhang Haoshuan. Mu Enqing and Mu Yunyu hurried after them. Mu Yunyu's complexion was rosy, her health restored, and her strength had finally broken through to 8th tier. Once they left, Tang San approached Dubai, silently observing his condition. With his spirit heart eye, he was highly sensitive to luck, elements, and mental fluctuations. Dubai's bloodline was surging, a restless energy, undergoing strange changes. It seemed his bloodline power was transforming into mental power, but his mental sea was overflowing, the excess clashing with the bloodline's mental energy, causing him immense pain. Realizing this, Tang San began to understand. Teacher Siru, please pause for a moment, Tang San said softly. Siru opened his eyes, looking at Tang San nearby, puzzled. Tang San whispered, Teacher Siru, don't you feel that senior brother Dubai's mental power seems to have two distinct types? Two types, Siru said, surprised. How can one person have two mental powers? At most, they'd split into parts. He paused, a glint of realization in his eyes. Prompted by Tang San, he probed with his divine consciousness and indeed found a difference. Dubai's mental sea held stable, vast liquid mental power, while the bloodline's mental energy felt ethereal and elusive. Siru had been stabilizing Dubai's body, keeping his bloodline steady, limiting the bloodline's mental energy to minimal contact with the mental sea to avoid overwhelming it. There does seem to be a difference, Siru said, shocked. What should we do? His Sky Fox transformation is too unique, no precedent to follow. He rushed, taking the purple sun fruit too soon, boosting his mental power too fast, stirring his bloodline, Siru said. Tang San suggested, what if we let them fully connect? I think his two mental powers need to merge completely for this breakthrough. It'll strain his mental sea, but you could guard its perimeter to prevent collapse from intense surges, letting the powers fuse naturally. Siru's approach had been wrong. He'd guarded Dubai's body, not his mental sea. Tang San explained in terms Siru could grasp. Zhang Haoshuan, returning, overheard. Sky Fox transformation was mental in nature, its evolution should be too. I think it's worth trying, Zhang Haoshuan said. Old C, guard his mental sea with your divine consciousness. I'll protect his body. We'll handle any changes. Alright, Siru acted decisively. Dubai's condition was dire, his mental sea shaking violently. Zhang Haoshuan sat before Dubai, hand on his chest, monitoring his body. Siru's eyes glinted gold, releasing the bloodline's mental energy and shifting to guard Dubai's mental sea. The moment Siru lifted the restriction, a massive mental surge erupted from Dubai, a storm sweeping the room. Even Tang San felt dazed. White light poured like liquid from Dubai's eyes, and he roared in pain. Tang San understood why Siru had initially guarded Dubai's body. The changes were too drastic, prompting anyone to stabilize his state first. Using his spirit heart eye, Tang San closely observed Dubai's changes. If Dubai's Sky Fox transformation reached 5th tier, Tang San could break through, a key step toward 7th tier overall. Dubai's changes mirrored what Tang San might face. He sensed the suppressed bloodline mental power surging into Dubai's mental sea, clashing and merging with the liquid mental power, causing overflow. In a flash, Tang San maximized his Sky Fox transformation, granting Dubai a surge of luck. Instantly, the two mental powers flowed smoother, collisions lessened, and fusion began. Dubai's trembling intensified, but the white liquid energy in his eyes diminished. Faint white light escaped his eyes, lingering around him, seeping into his skin, turning it snow white. Above his head, a white fox shadow emerged, its deep blue eyes glinting, 9 massive white tails swaying. The first tail was solid, the second starting to solidify from the base. Tang San's heart jolted, he understood something. The Sky Fox clan differed from other demons. For most demons, 4th tier was a qualitative leap, then 7th tier. For Sky Fox, 5th tier marked the major shift. Growing a second tail was a massive transformation, far surpassing 4th tier changes. If Dubai completed this breakthrough, his Sky Fox transformation would transform dramatically, possibly addressing his bloodline issues. The breakthrough began. The hardest initial phase passed, aided by Tang San's luck boost. Unbeknownst to Tang San, Siru, or Zhang Haoshuan, Sky Fox breakthroughs always required a companion's aid. Controlling luck defied the heavens. Without help, luck backlash during breakthroughs could be catastrophic, making success nearly impossible. If Tang San hadn't come to this world and cultivated Sky Fox transformation with mysterious heaven technique, Dubai would either never reach 5th tier or be destroyed by backlash at the second tail's emergence. Dubai's trembling eased, the fox shadow above solidifying, his body glowing softly with white light, forming a halo around him. Chapter 231, Two-tailed Sky Fox. Both Zhang Haoshuan and Siru, being so close, could sense the changes in Dubai's body, marveling inwardly. Such a transformation was astonishing. At just 5th tier, it evoked an ethereal, boundless sensation in the two powerhouses. This was the might of the Sky Fox clan's bloodline, one of the top 3 in the demon spirit world. Tang San didn't idle. Sitting cross-legged, he absorbed the Sky Fox transformation energy emanating from Dubai, channeling it to enhance his spirit heart eye. The escaping energy would otherwise be wasted, and absorbing it didn't hinder Dubai's breakthrough. Time ticked by 2 hours later, Zhang Haoshuan stepped back from Dubai, his condition had stabilized, and the breakthrough was now a matter of time. 2 more hours passed, and Siru ceased guarding. Dubai's mental sea had become a white ocean, his bloodline's mental power fully connected with it a bridge formed, the two energies converting and merging, evolving. Siru joined Zhang Haoshuan, whispering, he's succeeding. 5th tier Sky Fox transformation is remarkable. Zhang Haoshuan grinned, yes, another hope for us. Siru asked, report it after he's done. Zhang Haoshuan nodded, naturally, but let's wait. You rest now, come back tonight to relieve me, we'll take turns guarding. Siru glanced at Tang San, who seemed in meditation, sitting still. Not sending him away, let him stay, Zhang Haoshuan said without hesitation. Siru's eyes flickered. Old Zhang, have you noticed? Since Tang San arrived, the academy's changed, almost always tied to him. Just now, if he hadn't pointed it out, I'd have guarded Dubai wrong. Something's off about this kid. Zhang Haoshuan shot him a look. Jealous of my great disciple. Don't even think about it, he's mine. Who wants him? I'm off. Siru huffed, leaving. Outside, breathing fresh air, Siru's eyes held doubt. Perhaps it was all the organization's plan, and Tang San's secrets were known to Zhang Haoshuan, just not shared. Once again, old Zhang took the blame. Dubai's breakthrough lasted 3 days and nights. Zhang Haoshuan and Siru alternated guarding him. Tang San stayed, cultivating and absorbing Dubai's stray bloodline aura. On the 4th morning, Dubai, seated cross-legged, was enveloped in white light, forming a massive cocoon. Above him, the white fox's second tail fully formed, swaying with the first. Dubai exhaled, the cocoon's light retracting inward. Tang San, in meditation, snapped his eyes open, staring at the cocoon. He sensed Dubai's scattered bloodline energy pulling back. The figure inside the cocoon grew clear. Dubai had changed. His hair shimmered with faint silver, his frame more slender, his features sharper and handsomer, transitioning toward youth. His eyes were crystal clear, silver light flickering, exuding an ethereal aura. He looked puzzled, instinctively glancing at Tang San. Seeing Tang San, he felt an instant closeness, a deep bloodline bond, as if Tang San were his most trusted kin, irreplaceable. This stemmed from the breakthrough process. For Sky Fox clan, the companion aiding a breakthrough became their closest ally, their bloodlines linked through luck. Tang San felt it too, a deeper bond with Dubai, now fully trustworthy. Demon god transformations were truly wondrous. The stronger the transformation, the more remarkable its traits. Bloodlines capable of producing great demon emperors were never simple. 5th tier Sky Fox transformation was this miraculous, perhaps surpassing Peacock transformation in wonder, though Meiganzi might not have mastered its core mysteries yet. Done. I reached 5th tier. Dubai pointed at himself, face alight with joy. Tang San smiled faintly, nodding. Congratulations, senior brother Dubai. You helped, right? Tang San shook his head. Mayor teacher and teacher Siru guarded you, ensuring your success. Really, but I feel it was you. This breakthrough's different, the world feels new. Tang San grinned. Since it's different, explore how the world's changed. Dubai stood, his smile radiant. I broke through. 5th tier. Amazing. Everything's different. Tang San said, don't get too excited. Study the changes in 5th tier Sky Fox transformation, where it's improved. This breakthrough's unique. Deep understanding might unlock the key to further advancement. Got it, I'm starving, I could eat a whole cow. Dubai's liveliness returned. Zhang Haoshuan, watching, said, let's eat first. And keep quiet about the breakthrough, stay discreet. Tang San, observing Dubai's changes, smiled wryly. Teacher, keeping it secret won't be easy. Dubai's outgoing nature aside, his physical transformation was hard to hide. Tang San realized demon god transformations could alter appearance, especially stronger ones, possibly linked to demons resembling humans. Thinking of Meiganzi, he felt a strange sensation. When he first saw her, she differed from his past life's love in appearance and aura, though her outline was similar. Lately, she resembled her more, likely due to reaching 7th tier. If she reached god level, would she become identical to her past self? His heart warmed. If so, could his cultivation restore his original appearance? Like a second martial soul awakening in his past life, changing his form. After all, he was quite handsome then. Chapter 232, Heaven-Piercing Golden Luck. Zhang Haoshuan looked at Dubai and said, fair point. Since it's hard to hide, you're confined for now, I'll personally bring your meals. Dubai, who had been brimming with excitement, suddenly looked as if his throat had been seized. No way, Mayor, please spare me. Being stuck indoors was unbearable. Zhang Haoshuan snapped, at least until your glowing skin fades. I'm off to rest. Tang San, watch him. Skip work at Jiali Academy for a few days and keep an eye on him. With that, the mayor turned and left. Dubai looked pitifully at Tang San, who spread his hands. Teacher's orders, I can't disobey. Besides, you do need time to get used to 5th tier Sky Fox transformation. Dubai lowered his head, glancing at his faintly glowing skin, his excitement dimming. How's it feel? Any differences from before? Tang San asked curiously. He wouldn't siphon Dubai's bloodline power to boost himself yet, not until Dubai's 5th tier stabilized. It's like I'm a whole new person, Dubai said, looking up. I can't pinpoint it, but it just feels different. Tang San nodded. Your appearance has matured, your bloodline energy is much stronger, and your mental power is solid. I'd say it's comparable to 7th tier peak now. This breakthrough boosted your mental power by a tier. With his strong mental power and having observed Dubai's breakthrough, Tang San understood Dubai's condition better than Dubai himself. Tang San continued, during your breakthrough, your bloodline underwent a qualitative change, constantly generating mental power that clashed with your mental sea's power, then gradually merged. They complemented each other, fusing to complete the breakthrough. Your Sky Fox bloodline also underwent a wondrous purification, refined through your mental sea, with your body as the furnace. It's like a complete rebirth. No wonder it's a top-tier bloodline. I think your cultivation speed won't slow before 7th tier. Ha ha ha, awesome, I might reach 7th tier. Dubai's excitement returned. Tang San cautioned, don't get too excited. This 5th tier breakthrough was a qualitative leap. Did you know a Sky Fox phantom appeared above you during it? No clue. Dubai shook his head. He'd been completely out of it. Tang San explained, the fox had 9 tails. During the breakthrough, you went from 1 tail to 2. You're now a 2-tailed Sky Fox. Each tier forward likely adds a tail, up to 9 at 12th tier. I suspect your Sky Fox transformation's first 4 tiers were groundwork. From 5th tier, you're on the true path of advancement, which is why it was so tough. Each breakthrough from now will be a qualitative leap, unlike most bloodlines that transform at 7th tier. Is that how it works? Dubai stared, awed by Tang San's reasoning. Tang San's analysis drew on his 3 lifetimes of experience, surpassing even Zhang Haoshuang or Siru's understanding. What should I do? Dubai asked. Keep cultivating mental power and use Sky Fox transformation often to better integrate your bloodline and mental power. Let mental power drive your Sky Fox bloodline's evolution toward higher tiers. When your mental power hits 8th tier peak, or even 9th tier, you should be ready for 6th tier. We'll figure out the rest later. Got it. Dubai nodded eagerly. Tang San said, try using Sky Fox Eye now, see how it differs. Alright. Dubai perked up, took a deep breath, and white light surged. Focusing, he channeled his bloodline, the light gathering above his head. The Sky Fox phantom reappeared, now with only 2 clear tails. Its deep blue eyes swept toward Tang San. Tang San felt his body turn transparent, as if nothing could hide. Suddenly, Dubai screamed, collapsing, the fox phantom vanishing. Startled, Tang San rushed to him. What's wrong? Dubai clutched his eyes, writhing in pain. Tang San pried his hands away, seeing bloodshot eyes streaming tears, clearly in agony. Injecting gentle mysterious heaven technique energy, Tang San eased the pain, but Dubai's eyes remained swollen, too sore to open. What happened? A side effect of Sky Fox Eye. Tang San, you. Dubai stammered. What is it, senior brother Dubai? Tang San asked, puzzled. You blinded my Sky Fox Eye. Dubai's voice trembled. Tang San's heart jolted. What did you see? Dubai blurted, gold, boundless gold, heaven-piercing gold. It was you, a golden you. Tang San's eyes flashed. You saw a golden me. Dubai calmed slightly, nodding. A golden you, heaven-piercing. One glance, and I couldn't bear it, my eyes hurt so much. Did he see my past life? No, not quite. Sky Fox Eye sees luck. Dubai likely saw Tang San's past life God King luck, too intense for him to handle. 5th tier Sky Fox Eye could discern others' luck clearly, unlike Dubai's earlier, less precise version. Senior brother Dubai, calm down. Use mental power to soothe your eyes and practice the purple demon eye I taught you, Tang San said, helping him sit. Dubai's chest heaved, breathing heavily. He waved a hand, and Tang San grabbed it. Tang San, did I see something I shouldn't have? Dubai asked softly. No, Tang San said. You saw luck, probably mine, too strong for your Sky Fox Eye to handle, causing this. Once you recover, start with classmates, luck to practice. Dubai fell silent, then said, but why's your luck so overwhelming? It's terrifying, like it could light up the world. Tang San smiled wryly. You have Sky Fox Eye and don't know, I sure don't. But keep this quiet, I don't want to be a lab rat. Chapter 233, Little Tang, you're the best. I'll keep it secret. I don't know why, but after this breakthrough, I feel you're incredibly important, the most important person to me, Dubai said, gripping Tang San's hand tightly. Really important. Tang San's mouth twitched, trying to pull his hand free, but Dubai held tighter. Important how? Dubai said, I can't explain it, just a feeling. You know Sky Fox transformation makes us super sensitive. I just feel you're crucial, the closest person to me, closer than anyone. I'll treat you well, and I believe you'll do the same. If Mei Gongzi said this, it'd make more sense, Tang San thought, finally freeing his hand. Hey, don't run, I can't see, you've got to look after a blind guy. Dubai flailed. Tang San dodged, exasperated. Focus on cultivating and fix your eyes. Fine, I'll listen to you, Dubai said, sitting cross-legged to practice purple demon eye as Tang San instructed. It took an hour for his eyes to recover. They were still swollen but could see. Seeing Tang San, he blurted, Little Tang, seeing you is great. Even Tang San's composure wavered. Get lost. Haha, no weird meaning. We're brothers. Dubai scratched his head. You're young, but your mind's so complicated. Tang San was speechless. No more pain. Don't look at what you shouldn't. 5th tier Sky Fox Eye's first ability is observing luck. How's it different from before? Tang San asked. Dubai thought. Before, I saw current luck. Now, I see future luck, an individual's overall future luck. Wow, your future luck is sky high. Insanely strong. I haven't seen others yet, but yours is definitely the strongest. It nearly blinded me. Tang San said, use this sparingly. Knowing others' future luck isn't always good. It affects how you interact. It's fine for enemies, but if you meet someone with massive luck, the backlash could be brutal. Plus, luck isn't fixed. What you see is just a general future, not unchangeable. You know so much. Little Tang, you're the best, teaching me all this, Dubai said, blinking. Tang San said flatly, if you didn't use that tone, I'd be nicer. 5th tier should have more than that, any luck-enhancing abilities. Dubai whined, you've got to let me figure it out slowly. No one's teaching me. Don't try now, focus on recovering. I'll get you food. Little Tang, you're the best. Tang San grumbled inwardly and left. He understood Dubai's shift in attitude stemmed from his help during the breakthrough, the Sky Fox Eye intuition and bloodline closeness. Over the next 3 days, Dubai's white glow faded, returning to normal. He began testing Sky Fox Eye, gradually mastering its 5th tier abilities. The biggest change was his ability to slightly manipulate universal luck. Using Sky Fox Eye, he could make a 10 square meter area extraordinarily lucky for 24 hours per use. The range could expand, but the effect weakened beyond 100 square meters, where it became ineffective. This was an incredible support ability. Imagine someone cultivating in that lucky zone, gaining sudden insights. It was a huge boost. However, it could only be used once daily, limiting multiple simultaneous lucky zones. On individuals, the effect was similar to before, slightly boosting luck. Dubai also gained what Tang San called fortune's favor. His 2-tailed Sky Fox status granted constant luck protection, not world-altering but enough for ongoing self-blessing, giving him a degree of self-preservation. Combined with seeing future luck, 5th tier Sky Fox Eye was a massive leap, explosively enhanced. At 6th tier, luck manipulation would likely strengthen, with a broader range. Truly worthy of a top 3 demon spirit transformation, Tang San grew eager to elevate his spirit heart eye to 5th tier, expecting even better effects than Sky Fox Eye. 3 days later, Dubai was released from confinement, and Tang San returned to Jiali Academy as Sweeper Tang. He wasn't worried about Mei Gongzi acting soon after the Wind Wolf King's killing, she'd need rest. Jiali City was under tight scrutiny, officials hunting the killer of the Wind Wolf King and Diamond Bear Demon leader. Early morning, Tang San greeted Foreman Mao, then grabbed a broom to sweep the main building's plaza. Dubai's 5th tier stabilized, and Tang San planned to absorb his bloodline power soon to boost his Sky Fox Eye. He had Dubai use Sky Fox Eye's luck enhancement daily on Wu Bingji's room, where Cheng Zicheng and Ji Yuli cultivated at night, sharing the luck. Tang San tested it too, cultivating in the lucky zone smoothed his progress and bloodline coordination. No wonder the Sky Fox clan held high status among demons. Cultivating under their luck in the ancestral court was twice as effective, a near-defiant existence. But Tang San sensed a catch. Such heaven-defying abilities likely had downsides. What backlash did Sky Fox clan face for manipulating luck? The Salvation Organization had no answers, it was likely a core secret. Since they could reach God level, any backlash was probably above that tier. Sweeping while pondering Sky Fox Eye, Tang San caught a familiar scent, faint fragrance in the air. Where have you been these days? The cool voice asked. Turning, he saw Mei Gongzi standing before him. Sister Mei. Seeing her, Tang San couldn't contain his joy. She saw his delighted expression, and her questioning tone softened. I'm asking you. Chapter 234, A Joyful Day. Oh, one of my senior brothers was in secluded cultivation, and I was guarding him, Tang San said. Did you ask for leave? Disappearing without a word. Mei Gongzi put her hands on her hips, a hint of playful reproach in her tone. She rarely showed such a girlish, charming side, and Tang San couldn't help but stare, momentarily dazed. Sensing her tone was off, she quickly lowered her hands, a touch of shyness on her face. Tang San didn't argue, lowering his eyes submissively. Sister Mei, I was wrong. HMPH. I'll let it slide this time. If you skip work again, ask for leave first, got it? Yes, Tang San agreed quickly. Off you go. She glared at him and turned to leave. Watching her increasingly captivating figure, Tang San's lips curved upward. Is she worried about me? As she walked, Mei Gongzi wondered, why did I lose control around this guy? Not seeing him for days left her feeling empty, like something was missing. Today, she habitually checked the plaza, and seeing him sweeping, she couldn't resist approaching. His joyful expression when he saw her lingered in her mind, sparking her own happiness. She just couldn't help wanting to look after him. Really, a day with Mei Gongzi was a beautiful day. Tang San felt the broom lighten in his hands, his mood soaring. Is she worried about me? Though she lacked her past life's memories, she carried that familiar closeness. Otherwise, he wouldn't have recognized her at first sight. He didn't expect her to recall their past life. If she could fall for him again in this life and they could be together, he'd be content. He could share their past life story slowly once they were united. Work that day felt effortless, his mood buoyant. Back at Salvation Academy, he received great news. Cheng Zicheng and Ji Yuli both broke through, possibly due to Dubai's luck boost, reaching 6th tier golden punk transformation and time transformation on the same day. Wu Bingji, though not yet 8th tier, was gaining insights into Tang San's hidden weapon techniques, improving his element control and nearing his teacher's level. Young and promising, he had a strong shot at God level. What a joyful day. With his teammates advancing, Tang San's path to 7th tier was in sight. Perhaps due to the Wind Wolf King's death, Mei Gongzi stayed inactive for the next month, and Tang San didn't see her with milk tea. Over the month, Tang San prepared for his breakthrough through daily team interactions, needing only one final step to begin. Early one morning, he arrived at Jiali Academy. Taking his broom, he didn't head to the plaza but waited on the path Mei Gongzi took to class. After so long at Jiali Academy, he knew its routines, like this path being her route to the main building. Demon students passed, heading to class. Finally, he saw her approaching alone. Since the incident, he rarely saw her with the Beauty and the Beast team. He occasionally spotted the Golden Lion dog, but not with her, which pleased him. Tang San began sweeping, moving toward her. She noticed him immediately, puzzled, he didn't work this area. As they were about to pass, he flicked his wrist, tossing a small paper ball her way. She caught it instinctively. Before she could speak, he'd passed by. Stunned, she tucked the paper away and continued to the building. It was a theory class morning. In the classroom, with demon students arriving in the room noisy before class, she glanced around, ensuring no one watched, and opened the paper. A line read, tonight, outside school, usual place. The usual place, the restaurant. She paused. What's this kid up to? Flipping her hand, spatial energy turned the paper to dust, and she prepared for class. The day passed quickly. Leaving the building that evening, she didn't see the familiar figure in the plaza. She returned to her dorm, changed into plain clothes, and headed to Jiali Plaza. The Wind Wolf King's killing had settled, but Jiali City remained tense, with strict identity checks for outsiders and frequent street inspections. At the restaurant, she saw Tang San sitting on the curb. Seeing her, he stood, smiling. Sister Mei, inside, she said, entering first. Tang San followed. In simple light blue clothes, she exuded an ethereal charm. She led him upstairs, closed the door, and activated the soundproof array. What's this about? She asked, puzzled. Sister Mei, I need advice on cultivation, Tang San said. Cultivation, go on, she replied. You know my mental power's grown fast, now at 9th tier with little room upward. I've been training my bloodline power, which is at 6th tier peak, ready for 7th tier. But I can't find the threshold. Mayor teacher's often away, so I'm asking you for guidance. Zhang Haoshuan was indeed frequently absent, guarding the golden wood and studying the spirit gathering array. Mei Gongzi said, 7th tier is a major threshold for most cultivators, separating mid and high levels. It varies by bloodline. For 3rd tier or lower cultivators, 4th and 7th tiers are key. For higher tiers, every level matters. Your Wind Tiger transformation is average, about 4th tier, maybe 3rd tier with good training. 7th tier is crucial for you, it means potential to reach 9th tier. But many, especially human cultivators, get stuck at 7th tier. Chapter 235, Turn Around. The main reason is insufficient bloodline strength. After all, our demon god transformation bloodline is only half our heritage, and few have particularly potent bloodlines. Another issue is not fully tapping one's potential. The 7th tier threshold requires accumulated strength and a burst of insight and surging bloodline. It's best to break through with an explosive push. How's your physical strength? Can it handle such a burst? Mei Gongzi said. Tang San replied, I don't know. I've been training hard, so my body should be decent. Can you check for me? She glanced at him, meeting his clear eyes, free of any impure thoughts, pure as a still pond. Right, he's years younger than me, she thought. All right, sit here. She pointed to the chair beside her. Tang San eagerly moved closer, catching the faint, refreshing scent from her, calming his heart. He sat before her, their breaths almost mingling. Turn around, face away, she said, playfully tapping his head. Ouch, that hurt. Tang San turned quickly. As he did, she stuck out her tongue secretly. Why did smacking him feel so satisfying? Why do I want to tease him? Focus and relax. Let me sense your bloodline, she said, steadying herself. Okay. Tang San settled in the chair, slightly relaxing. She raised her hands, pressing them to his back, gently channeling her bloodline power into him. As her power entered, she felt a gentle, steady energy flow, endless, non-resistant, fully open to her probing. This absolute trust warmed her, her lips curving slightly. She sensed his robust bloodline flow and excellent physical condition. Probing deeper, she was surprised to find her bloodline power depleting quickly, influenced by his gentle energy. She instinctively channeled more, cautious not to use too much spatial power to avoid harming him. Sister Mei, can I run my energy as I cultivate so you can check it fully? Tang San asked. Sure. She was puzzled. His energy wasn't wind tiger transformation but a neutral, attribute less force, unlike typical demon bloodlines with distinct traits. She was curious how it worked. She controlled her bloodline power with mental force, following his energy's flow. Demon god transformation bloodline centered on the heart, pumping vast energy through the body and back during combat, with heartbeats amplifying power. But his energy didn't rely on the heart. It cycled through meridians, absorbing external energy to grow. His meridians were nearly full, at 6th tier peak, showing signs of compression, dense and ready for a natural breakthrough. Unknowingly, her power followed his through a full cycle. Feeling drained, she tapped more power several times. At 7th tier, her top tier peacock demon bloodline rapidly absorbed spatial elements to recover. After the cycle, she blinked, pondering while continuing to probe. His energy's path was far more complex than typical demon god transformations, like a specialized cultivation method. Did Zhang Haoshuan teach him this? She hadn't heard of such a method in the organization. What was this energy? She withdrew her hands, swaying slightly. To her shock, half her bloodline power was gone, though at her level, it would recover by absorbing spatial elements. Tang San, what technique are you cultivating? Who taught you? She asked. Turning, he said innocently, I don't know its name. I found it in a book as a kid. After learning to read, I followed it, and it worked. You cultivated this before awakening wind tiger transformation? She asked. He nodded. Sort of. Your technique and energy are odd. When you use wind tiger transformation, does this energy support it? She pressed. He nodded. Yes. Frowning slightly, she said, your body's in great shape, strong bloodline, tough meridians. For your age, it's a miracle. This energy should support a 7th tier breakthrough without issue. Don't rush. With your energy brimming, it'll happen naturally. It's not just wind tiger transformation. Who'd have thought? Does Mayor Zhang know about this technique? He does, Tang San said. But for some reason, others can't learn it. Teacher had people try, but it didn't work, so only I can use it. That's strange, she said, surprised. If you don't mind, can you share the method? Of course, Tang San said without hesitation. Sharing mysterious heaven technique with her was fine. It required a pure human body without demon god transformations, and her dual powerful transformations made it impossible. He had no secrets to keep from her. He began explaining the technique, quietly collecting the peacock demon bloodline power she'd lost. Though not as high tier as Sky Fox, it was a top bloodline, immensely potent. This was his final preparation for 7th tier, replacing leopard flash transformation with 7th tier peacock transformation to compensate for Sky Fox transformation sub 6th tier peak. A top tier bloodline like Sky Fox would aid his breakthrough more, but he couldn't reveal peacock transformation to her yet. Chapter 236, Stealing Peacock Transformation. Mei Gongzi listened intently as Tang San explained the mysterious heaven technique. With her strong memory, she quickly grasped its principles. She tried it but found she couldn't practice it. The technique absorbed universal energy, cycling it to grow and strengthen continuously. For her, with demon god transformation, absorbed spiritual energy turned into bloodline power instantly, leaving no chance to cycle it. This was why humans with demon god transformations couldn't cultivate it. Your technique is interesting, but it requires no demon god transformation. I wonder what it'll become. Be careful cultivating it, she advised. If you feel ready for 7th tier, find a Salvation Academy teacher to guard you. If they're busy, let me know in advance, I'll help. But find a quiet place. Thanks, Sister Mei, for clearing things up, Tang San said, looking grateful. Go on, it's late. She stood, and Tang San followed. He was nearly her height now. Catching him staring, her heart raced. We'll leave separately. Be careful, go straight back to the academy, got it? She instructed. Yes, Sister Mei, Tang San agreed. Leaving the restaurant, she went first. Tang San watched her disappear down the street before hurrying off in another direction. She didn't know he was desperate, like needing a bathroom after holding it in. Absorbing her peacock demon bloodline had saturated his energy, barely suppressed by his mental power. He couldn't break through anywhere. Using peacock demon bloodline as the core would cause a stir, requiring a safe spot. He'd waited for her to suggest leaving, unable to rush her. He raced toward the Jiali Mountains. The best breakthrough spot was near the Golden Wood. She walked leisurely back to Jiali Academy, mulling over his technique. It was peculiar, and he'd shared it openly. It must be his fortune, perhaps tied to his rapid mental power growth. She'd observe its effects more. If it was exceptional, maybe her descendants could try it. Descendants, what am I thinking? Her cheeks flushed, unnoticed in the dark. Meanwhile, Tang San sprinted, ignoring attention in less crowded areas. Using Sky Fox Eye to boost his luck, he dashed safely into the Jiali Mountains. Golden light flashed as he activated Golden Pung transformation, massive golden wing sprouting. He soared toward the Golden Wood, faster than Chang Zicheng, a golden streak like a meteor, wind roaring. His bloodline surged, 6 demon god transformations plus the new peacock demon power barely contained by his superior mental power. The 2nd tier Golden Pung bloodline speed got him there swiftly. Golden light fading, he flipped and landed gracefully. Zhang Haoshuan, cultivating by the spirit gathering array, snapped his eyes open, bloodline surging, ready to strike. Seeing Tang San, he relaxed, frowning. Why the rush? Before he finished, he sensed Tang San's state, face flushed, bloodline chaotic, like he was drunk. Teacher, guard me. Tang San plopped beside the array. Their talk woke the red fox girls meditating nearby, who looked at him curiously. Over the past month, the golden wood had grown 5 inches, taking root with vibrant life energy flowing from the array. Though slow, it was a positive cycle. More life energy drew more spiritual energy, fostering growth. Eventually, these trees would tower. As Tang San sat, his energy erupted like a storm, white and colorful light swirling. Back off. Zhang Haoshuan ordered the red fox girls to retreat, avoiding injury from Tang San's breakthrough energy. He sat beside Tang San, eyes fixed on this disciple he'd barely taught, eager to see how his unique cultivation would manifest in a breakthrough. Tang San's face showed pain, body trembling, but he sat steady, his mindset unshaken. His composure, unlike Dubai's youthful impulsiveness, was that of a seasoned soul. Despite his chaotic energy, he maintained stability, running mysterious heaven technique to guide his 6 imprints, slowly easing suppression. First, he aimed to break mysterious heaven technique to 7th tier, widening his meridians and boosting physical endurance with Golden Wood's life energy, then advancing his demon god transformations. His key breakthroughs were 3, Blue Silver Emperor to 7th tier, Spirit Heart Eye to 5th tier, and replacing Leopard Flash with Peacock transformation, also to 7th tier. Wind Tiger transformation 7th tier was trivial, easily achieved. Over the month, he'd absorbed teammates, bloodline power subtly, preparing for Golden Pung and time transformations. His Spirit Heart Eye was at 4th tier peak, ready for 5th tier, but he'd held off. Dubai's breakthrough showed mental power collisions during Sky Fox advancement could destabilize him, so he waited to break through everything now. Chapter 237, Forming the Soul Core. The mysterious heaven technique ran steadily, gradually suppressing the restless demon god transformations within Tang San. As he ceased restraining his energy, the door to 7th tier slowly opened. Zhang Haoshuan, sitting nearby, sensed the immense density of Tang San's energy. Though not as vast as his own, it cycled endlessly, thriving with vitality. The spirit gathering array's spiritual energy was mostly absorbed by Tang San, merging into his body. The nearby golden wood emitted a clear golden glow, its life energy naturally drawn to him, as if inherently drawn to his presence. Boom! Invisibly, Zhang Haoshuan felt something explode in his consciousness. Tang San's white light surged, illuminating everything sharply. The light swirled rapidly around him, forming a white vortex, funnel-shaped, spinning fiercely, drawing spiritual energy from the air at an accelerated pace. The spirit gathering array, long active, had expanded its range with the golden wood's growth. Now, spiritual energy gathered even faster, as if Tang San himself had become a massive array. A terrifying energy aura spread, and Tang San's presence began to shift noticeably. His trembling body grew more upright, his bones emitting faint crackling sounds. His bloodline surged intensely, his skin flushing red. Spiritual energy, drawn by the golden wood, flooded into him, transforming his body, making it tougher. As mysterious heaven technique advanced, Tang San smiled faintly, hands clasped at his chest. Though his energy remained turbulent, breaking through to 7th tier expanded his body, altering its state. The technique spun fiercely, forming vortices inside and out. A spark of light gathered in his dantian. Though this life's cultivation differed from his previous one, many aspects were similar, especially with mysterious heaven technique as the core. Unlike his past life's martial soul power, he now used demon god transformation bloodline power, still guided by the technique. The spinning energy compressed inward under his control, nourishing his meridians and bones, evolving them. To withstand higher tier demon god transformations, he needed a stronger body and greater control over them. 7th tier was a key threshold for mysterious heaven technique, where its endless vitality fully manifested. As the energy compressed, a crystalline spark appeared at the vortex's core, growing brighter as more energy poured in a diamond-shaped crystal spun slowly, starting pinprick size but shrinking as Tang San funneled energy into it. His overflowing energy found an outlet, surging into it in his past life. He called this a soul core, the heart of mysterious heaven technique cultivation. It created a self-sustaining cycle, generating energy and absorbing ambient energy into life in mysterious heaven energy, enhancing itself. At 7th tier, Tang San's combat endurance and cultivation efficiency would soar. The external spiritual energy flooded his dantian, solidifying the nascent soul core. This process was critical, requiring precision. It was the foundation for his future god-level breakthrough. Tang San handled it expertly. The soul core in his dantian clarified, growing to thumb-sized, then stabilizing, becoming transparent and solid. The surrounding energy stabilized, merging into the core while being bolstered by its overflow, forming a perfect cycle. This cycle allowed the soul core to run continuously along the technique's path, enhancing cultivation speed without slowing. In his dantian, several light orbs emerged, each representing a demon god transformation, a unique and powerful force. These could merge with his bloodline, becoming part of it, carrying the essence of different beings' connection to the world. Tang San didn't touch them yet. His priority was stabilizing the soul core, strengthening his body, and preparing to elevate each demon god transformation to align with his cultivation, enhancing his overall power. This cultivation was his most significant since arriving in this world. After this, he'd have some self-preservation ability. Killing him below god level would be tough. When absorbing Mei Gongzi's bloodline, he'd anticipated an uncontrollable breakthrough. Choosing the golden wood side leveraged the spirit gathering array's spiritual energy and the wood's life energy, while his presence aided the array, nourishing the trees. The soul core shifted from milky white to crystal clear, its surrounding soul force flowing gently, oscillating to accelerate the technique's energy. A white mist emanated from Tang San, encircling him. Zhang Haoshuan watched closely, noting the pure, robust energy, calm and balanced, unlike typical demon god transformation energy. It naturally absorbed and integrated spiritual energy, tempering Tang San's body. He'd reached 7th tier, but it felt different, stronger than a typical 7th tier, its energy profoundly affecting the surroundings. The golden wood in the array glowed faintly golden, its life energy escaping more than ever before. Zhang Haoshuan thought, this must be mysterious heaven technique. What an extraordinary ability. Chapter 238, Bridging Heaven and Earth. As time ticked by, Tang San's aura grew steadier, his mysterious heaven technique energy forming a white cocoon around him. The Red Fox girls watched from a distance. They knew little about their nominal master, a mere youth capable of crafting the spirit gathering array. Now, his aura was terrifyingly powerful. Cultivating near the array, influenced by the golden wood's life energy, their bloodlines had subtly changed. Though not yet advanced, their mental vigor and bloodline strength had grown. Life in the mountains was lonely but stable. Over time, they sensed no malice from the human-blooded Zhang Haoshuan and Tang San, fostering a budding trust. Tang San's breakthrough was natural, the result of long suppression. He'd absorbed energy from treasures in the academy shop, enhancing his bloodline and physique far beyond his peers, overcoming cultivation's greatest hurdle. His 9th tier mental power, interacting with his divine consciousness, nourished it while gaining feedback, solidifying without growing in volume. His past life experience now shone through, guiding his body toward its former evolution while aligning this life's abilities with his divine consciousness. His dantian soul core stabilized, mysterious heaven technique flowing smoothly, absorbing vast spiritual energy. In this remote forest, his changes went unnoticed. As dawn tinged the sky, Tang San inhaled deeply, drawing the white airflow around him into his nose and mouth, reappearing to those nearby. Zhang Haoshuan, awake all night guarding him, felt a surge of joy, success. The drowsy red fox girls snapped awake, looking at him. They witnessed a strange sight. Tang San, seated cross-legged, opened his eyes, a purple glint flashing in their depths. Simultaneously, faint purple light flickered on the horizon. In an instant, immense mental power erupted from him, making Zhang Haoshuan's mental sea tremble, feeling suppressed, a sign of his own mental power being overshadowed. When did Tang San's mental power grow so strong? As Zhang Haoshuan reeled, Tang San's eyes glowed white, and a white airflow burst from him, forming a white fox above his head. The fox had 9 tails, one fully solid. Zhang Haoshuan had seen this before, Dubai's 5th tier sky fox transformation breakthrough. But Tang San's fox had a 9-colored halo behind it, shimmering faintly, and its deep blue eyes held a golden spark, exuding wisdom. A unique sky fox transformation. Zhang Haoshuan stared, stunned. Then, Tang San's mental power retracted, followed by an invisible mental storm bursting forth. The fox phantom doubled in size, gazing skyward, its eyes blazing with pride at the rising sun. In Tang San's mental sea, his mental power boiled, the golden ocean surging as the sky fox imprint in his dantian grew, illuminating it. Mysterious heaven technique churned, influenced by the sky fox imprint, sending bloodline mental power into his mental sea, merging with it unlike Dubai's clashing mental powers. Tang San's divine consciousness thread stabilized his mental sea, effortlessly blending with the bloodline's mental power, initiating sky fox transformation's evolution. Though a top-tier bloodline, Sky Fox was the easiest for Tang San to advance now with his enhanced mental power and divine consciousness, doubled in size, it easily subdued 5th tier Sky Fox. In his mental sea, the 9-tailed fox phantom hovered meekly under the divine consciousness's golden light. At the sea's center, golden light points gathered around his divine consciousness, forming lines that drew more mental power, shaping a golden diamond-shaped crystal. Today, Tang San formed not just a soul core but a mental core. He delayed this, not for inability, but for the perfect moment. With his body's evolution and Sky Fox breakthrough, vast mental power solidified the mental core in one step. The golden crystal grew solid, a faint blue glow forming a halo around it. His mental sea's vast power poured into the core, emptying the sea while the core emitted golden halos, expanding and broadening it. Tang San closed his eyes, the soul core in his dantian and mental core in his sea glowing. A golden halo lit his forehead, a white light sparking at his abdomen. Golden light traced his spine, linking Dantian and mind, bridging heaven and earth. His body shuddered, bones crackling, as if he grew taller. A powerful aura spilled out. As the bridge formed, the second fox tail solidified behind the phantom. The fox's eyes blazed blue, and Tang San's aura weakened, its earlier earth-shaking intensity vanishing. No, it was concealed. Chapter 239, Merging Peacock Transformation. The Sky Fox transformation, under Tang San's control, was vastly different from Dubai's. He needed no guardian to complete his breakthrough. His spirit heart eye officially evolved to 5th tier. As it advanced, a green light burst in his Dantian, and Wind Tiger transformation completed its evolution to 7th tier effortlessly, in moments. After Wind Tiger's breakthrough, Tang San's aura briefly stilled, the bridge of heaven and earth fully connected. A golden silhouette emerged behind him, wings spreading, as if roaring skyward. Zhang Haoshuan waved, raising a firewall to block the red fox girl's view. He sensed Tang San was advancing multiple demon god transformations. Though the girls might not understand, it was best they saw little. He stared unblinkingly at Tang San, a spectacle likely unique in the demon spirit continent. Golden Pung wings solidified, a sharp aura piercing the sky. The golden light faded, completing 6th tier Golden Pung transformation, its speed enhanced. As it finished, the surroundings slowed, growing viscous, then accelerated, especially the absorption of spiritual energy. The nearby golden wood grew visibly, rising over an inch in moments. A time crocodile silhouette appeared, its body expanding, scales thickening, emitting a soft glow. Its eyes shone, left rotating forward, right backward, time turning ethereal. A golden spark flashed on Tang San's forehead, hastening the time crocodile's evolution. As it stabilized, the silhouette dove into his brow, vanishing. Time transformation, 6th tier, complete. Golden Pung and time transformations progressed smoothly, thanks to Tang San's 7th tier cultivation and heaven-earth bridge, vastly strengthening his body. This was why he prioritized forming soul and mental cores for dual core resonance. Only god-level energy could overwhelm his body. Now with 4 of 6 bloodline imprints advanced, the breakthrough was halfway done. Next, a yellow light spread in his Dantian. Under his control, leopard flash transformation was removed, dissipating into the air. A silver light, eager and unrestrained, blazed brightly, guided to leopard flash's former spot. It erupted, flooding his Dantian in a 5-meter radius outside with piercing silver light. A sharp bird cry rang out, Tang San's aura surging wildly. Zhang Haoshuan saw silver shadows flickering around him, followed by spatial rifts appearing. Under Tang San's control, these rifts spared the golden wood, but they multiplied, growing unstable, twisting space. This was, golden lights emerged on Tang San's forehead, imbued with spatial power, trembling as if to tear him apart. A central golden spark shone brightly, restraining the rifts to prevent destruction. Vibrant peacock feathers unfurled behind him, like a radiant wheel, blooming gloriously. Peacock transformation, he'd learned it from Mei Gongzi. Zhang Haoshuan swallowed hard. Tang San was an unfathomable abyss. Sky Fox, Peacock, Time, and Golden Pung transformations, all top tier, with Sky Fox and Peacock having produced great demon emperors. Such abilities in a human, what did it mean for humanity? Zhang Haoshuan's breathing grew heavy, his eyes brightening. He saw humanity's rise in Tang San. If his past hopes were fantasies, they now seemed to be turning real. If Tang San became a god-level powerhouse, how formidable would he be? The silver light flickered unstably. In his Dantian, a battle began. The dominant silver light surged toward Spirit Heart Eye, vying for the top spot. This shook Tang San. Sky Fox had done the same upon merging. Now it was happening again. As top-tier bloodlines, Peacock transformation wouldn't yield. At 7th tier, it refused to let 5th tier Spirit Heart Eye outrank it. The two clashed fiercely, destabilizing Tang San's aura. The peacock feathers retracted, a 10-feathered peacock silhouette facing a re-emerged two-tailed fox, neither yielding. Clearly, 7th tier peacock transformation was stronger, its 7 radiant feathers emitting intense silver light, making the fox's silhouette fade. But Sky Fox fought back, drawing mental energy from Tang San's 9th tier mental core, bolstered by its role in forming it, refusing to relinquish its place. As they clashed, Tang San's body roiled. Then, a faint blue halo emerged from the golden spark on his forehead. A translucent blue humanoid silhouette appeared behind him, between the peacock and fox. The silhouette raised its hands, touching their heads. Both trembled, then dissolved into light, returning to his body. In that moment, Zhang Haoshuan stiffened, the blue silhouette seemed to freeze everything. In Tang San's Dantian, the two lights settled, Sky Fox first, Peacock second, no longer fighting. The golden spark on his forehead wove the distorted spatial patterns into a golden crown, the peacock demon's purest royal symbol. The blue silhouette vanished into his brow. His aura surged again, the fractured spatial rift swiftly mending, as if submitting. 7th tier peacock transformation, merged. To ensure a smooth merger, Tang San had used a trace of his divine consciousness, its god king authority subduing both bloodlines instantly. The 5th demon god transformation was complete. One remained, and his 7th tier breakthrough left an empty imprint slot. He left it vacant, reserving it for a future, stronger demon god transformation to boost his power. Blue vines sprouted from his body, entwining the golden wood in the array, connecting instantly. A faint blue halo glowed, linking their life energies. The array blazed, spiritual energy thickening in the sky. Vast spiritual energy surged, pouring into the golden wood. In his past life, Blue Silver Emperor was the plant king. Though not yet at that level, Tang San was nurturing it toward that goal. Golden wood, rich in life energy, converted absorbed spiritual energy to grow stronger. Tang San used Blue Silver Emperor to stimulate it, leveraging its need for vast spiritual energy to advance, aided by the array, nourishing the wood further. Initially, this risked stunting the wood, but now, with its roots established, it could be catalyzed. Golden light brightened, Blue Silver Emperor glowing blue gold. The wood grew visibly, sprouting branches that intertwined, reaching upward. Its life energy surged. Under Tang San's catalysis, the golden wood became small trees, shining with their destined brilliance, evolving to a higher level. Chapter 240, Advancement complete. Under Tang San's catalysis, the golden wood evolved into trees, their trunks intertwining, sprouting delicate branches and pale golden leaves. As they grew, vast spiritual energy surged in, and they emitted more life energy. This life energy flowed, subtly prompting other plants in the valley to grow. Nourished by this energy, Tang San's Blue Silver Emperor quietly reached 7th tier, completing his final demon god transformation breakthrough. A faint smile curved Tang San's lips. The bridge of heaven and earth integrated his mental power and mysterious heaven technique energy. His 6 demon god transformations gained a subtle connection, as if linked by an invisible chain. With divine consciousness, Tang San knew his control had improved without testing. The greatest advancement was no longer being limited to one transformation at a time, he could now use multiple simultaneously. His 6 transformations, Spirit Heart Eye, 5th tier, Peacock transformation, 7th tier, Time transformation, 6th tier, Golden Pung transformation, 6th tier, Blue Silver Emperor, 7th tier, Wind Tiger transformation, 7th tier. This collective evolution skyrocketed his strength. The mental core's formation eased nurturing his divine consciousness, allowing limited use of its abilities without depleting it. Tang San's aura receded, the Blue Silver Emperor vines retracting from the golden wood. As Zhang Haoshuan thought the breakthrough was complete, Tang San changed. A white light flashed on his forehead, and he transformed into a two-tailed white fox. Then, vibrant feathers appeared, and with a silver flash, he became a sleek peacock, its feathers dazzling, the king of birds. Next came the time crocodile, golden-winged great pung, wind tiger, and finally, countless blue gold vines. Each transformation resembled a full demon, with an aura indistinguishable from a pureblood demon. When he returned to human form, Zhang Haoshuan was stunned. Human demon god transformations, due to impure bloodlines, only allowed partial transformations. Yet Tang San had fully become each demon, his aura pure, like a true demon. Teacher, don't worry, this is my new ability, demon god true form. With it, I can infiltrate demons without exposure, Tang San explained, a new 7th tier ability. In his past life, his martial soul at 7th tier gained martial soul true form. This demon god true form was inspired by it, using dual cores to purify a single transformation's bloodline temporarily, greatly enhancing its power. What's there to worry about? I'm used to your miracles, Zhang Haoshuan quipped. Constant wonders dulled their novelty. Post-breakthrough, Tang San looked like a 14 or 15-year-old, taller, nearing 6 feet. Slim, not overly muscular, he exuded a unique aura, his appearance subtly shifting, resembling his past life self more, influenced by his divine consciousness. Mei Gongzi, too, was subtly changing, even more beautiful than in their past life. Your changes are significant, Zhang Haoshuan remarked, eyeing his disciple. They are, and I can do more now, Tang San said, smiling confidently after his 7th tier breakthrough. Glancing at the golden trees, he said, they're truly growing now, let the red fox girls cultivate around them, they'll soon feel the benefits. Zhang Haoshuan asked, have you considered having them abandon their transformations for your mysterious heaven technique? Tang San shook his head. It requires starting as a child to build a foundation. Though superior, it takes time. Their transformations aren't weak, just underdeveloped. Life energy will accelerate their growth. Later, we can use Fox clan bloodlines to stimulate them, strengthening their power quickly. Good idea, Zhang Haoshuan said, admiring the now human-height golden trees. Looking at Tang San, he said, little Tang, I know you have secrets I don't understand. But I trust you completely. Can I? Tang San smiled. Teacher, that mutual trust is why I show you everything. Otherwise, I could have hidden this. I'm a true human, and all I do is for humanity's future. I have secrets, but I can't share them yet. When I'm strong enough, I'll tell you everything. Zhang Haoshuan waved it off. No need to tell me everything. Just promise to fight for humanity's rise, and I'm satisfied. I'll support you fully. Tang San's breakthrough profoundly impacted him. He felt Tang San no longer needed him, showing maturity beyond his teenage years, which puzzled him most. I promise, Tang San said earnestly. Their eyes met, and Zhang Haoshuan smiled. Alright, that's enough. I'll propose promoting you to yellow grade salvation. With Mei Gongzi's support, it should be fine. Yellow grade salvation matched teachers like New Enching and New Yunyu. Daylight revealed the valley, now lush from life energy, the air thick with vitality, everything turning beautiful. Zhang Haoshuan dispelled the firewall, and the red fox girls looked at the changed Tang San. He smiled. Keep cultivating around the golden trees, you'll feel the benefits soon. Teacher, will you stay, or shall we return together? I'll go back with you, Zhang Haoshuan said. You've just broken through and changed physically. I can help explain. Thank you, teacher. The master and disciple leapt up, heading to Salvation Academy.